Hello, this is Victor at HistoryMercedes.com, and today we have a 99 ML430 W163 chassis Mercedes. This is my winter car and a car that I haul trailer with. So because I never had trailer hitch before, I just installed it recently, the draw tight right here. So I needed light adapter for the trailer lights. So Mercedes itself comes with this connector in the back here. As you can see, you open up an access panel, and this access panel here, it sits in there like such. Okay, so you have tabs. You prop it from the top, because if you're gonna start propping from the bottom, you might break it. And you see you got two tabs on sides and two tabs on top. So I propped it from the top, it came right out. So in there you will find this connector. So this is basically trailer hitch connector, Mercedes calls it, and there is power, there's everything you need is there, and it's also fused, which is another good thing. So there's not much to do. The purpose of this connector was to install Mercedes made light control unit for the trailer lights. So basically here we're working with universal aftermarket light control module for the trailer, and for United, American spec connector here for light trailers, low trailers, small ones, so light duty. This one is going to be for jet ski, so it only has a couple of connections here. Now also Mercedes has a 3-light system, not 2-light system. So you have separate, you got separate stoplight and you got separate blinker. Not like in American cars where stoplight and blinker are built into one. There are two separate lights and the actual parking light. So you got 3-light circuit, 3-wire circuit. For that reason you connect all 3 wires that come along with universal light adapter. So you got the adapter is like 2-light, 3-light system, whatever. This is 2-wire. This is 2-wire system and 3-wire system. So there is one difference, it's just 1 wire difference, 3-wire, 2-wire. So anyway, that's all boring stuff. Now also, like I said, Mercedes has the diagrams here show that each and every wire on this particular connector is fused, so that's a good thing. So there's no need to run extra fuses. If you want to, that's fine. I decided not to do it. The main fuse is F28, and that's a F18, which is power on this is always on, power always on circuit 30. So this one goes straight to the connector A2, and I'll show you later where the wire is supposed to go. Now again, if you look at the diagram, this is our connector X52. This is the one that I just showed you, and then there is N28. N28 is actually Mercedes made light control unit. So we're basically splicing in our universal one in place of N28 Mercedes made light control unit. So fuses, again, like I said, we got the main fuse for power, which is F18. Then let's say, for example, this fuse F12, that is going to be our brake light. So it says it's white. And what else we have here? There is reverse light. Even the reverse light, if you have bigger trailer, you would connect reverse light circuit. But anyway, so again, that's all boring stuff. What we need to know is wires, where to connect them where. So very simple stuff actually when you have all of this already pre-wired. What I did here is, well, obviously pull the connector out. If you look at the connector, you have 2 terminals in top connector. That's how I started, because all the numbers are printed so I can clearly see them and in proper orientation. So I assume this is up, this is down, this is connector A, this is connector B. So connector A, you have positive, which is this red cable right here, and negative, which is ground, which is this cable right here, and then there's another ground, extra ground on connector B. This terminal here, this is the cable. So first thing is, obviously manufacturer of universal adapter wants you to run the positive cable all the way to the battery. No need to do so, because we already have positive coming fused from fuse box, from frontal fuse box. I'll show you which fuse later. And the negative, obviously the ground, we have the grounds already here on this connector. So what I did is you cut the positive one. This is actually pretty heavy gauge, so this is pretty good. It's 25 amps. The fuse is 25 amps, so it can take serious power. My lights on the trailer are LEDs, so they will not pull a lot of power, so definitely no problems with. And I also have brake lights and tail lights LEDs as well, so they don't pull a lot of power from fuses, so then nothing should burn. If you have regular bulbs, then obviously you want to see, if you have all the lights on, you want to touch the wire and see if it warms up. If it does, then you're overloading your system. Very old school way of checking things, but you want to really connect the multimeter and check the amperage, but nobody will do that most likely. So it's just like you touch the wire, it gets hot, then you have a problem. So but obviously you want to do the amps, you want to check the amps, and, you set it up on the amps and into the circuit and see how many amps the whole module is drawing, so to make sure that you're not pulling lots of power if you have lots of lights on your big trailer or whatnot. So anyway, so positive cut off from the plug, soldered directly to the positive cable that goes into the light control module. For grounds, I cut both grounds off just because these wires are a little thinner, so when you connect two of them you make one thicker cable. So I connect the ground, soldered directly to the negative. In terms of the wires, all universal controllers will have pretty much same wires. You got brown, obviously yellow, red, and green. Now the red one is the 3-wire system wire, three wire for the stoplight and turn signal light. So in our case we have to connect it. So this is basically the diagram. As you can see, it brown one. This I was a little lazy, I just used these little things. I could have soldered them, but it says whatever. I don't tow trailer often, so it doesn't really matter. So what we have here is we have brown from the control module, from universal light control module, going into blue. Okay, yellow goes into green, red goes into orange. You can see it right here, maybe better shot. So brown from the module to green, yellow, Jesus Christ, brown goes to blue, yellow from the module goes to green, red from module goes to orange, and then we have green from module goes to pink. A reverse light circuit, if you have reverse lights on your trailer, would be this one, gray, which I don't have and I don't need. So basically that's pretty much all. I'm going to rewrap all these wires and we'll be good to go. And the fuses, the fuses here, you have to make sure that you have fuse F18 installed. F18 is this one right here, 25 amp fuse, number 18. I don't know if the camera shows you that, but there goes F18, and that's our fuse. As you can see, trailer tow connector terminal 30. That means it's always on terminal, so power is always onto it. So this is the one that protects your circuit. If something happens with light control module, this fuse would blow and there will be no lights coming on. So if you have an issue, well, some of these are not installed in the car, so you want to put one in there. Okay, so that's basically going to wrap it up. The actual wires, what I'm doing with wires is just that I'm gonna pack it all back in there. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave this in there covered up behind the first aid kit. When it's ready to be, when the trailer ready to be towed, I unwind this thing and just leave it here and just connect my trailer lights to it and then wind it back, because again I don't use it often, so I don't need to have it on the outside. Besides, if it's outside, it's gonna get all rusty and corroded. Obviously I did check all the wires, make sure that all the terminals on the connector correspond to the schematic diagram there, and that's all it is. So this is how you connect the trailer lights. I mean, I don't know if somebody finds it helpful or not, but for the old MLs, you get whatever this is, like universal light control module. You can just hook it all the way there. I mean, if you want to, I mean, really, in reality goes is that you can actually connect these wires directly here, but that's not recommended. But if you want to, you don't have to use this control module. You can just get wires connected directly to these pins, bypassing your positives. Just the main positive is going to get bypassed. The ground you would need. So you're basically going to feed extra load on your fuses, so it's not recommended for that very reason. So if you have LED lights on the trailer, most likely you can just get the connector like this, right, and then cut these wires off and then go straight LED lights only, because otherwise if you got regular light bulbs, you're going to blow your fuses. And like I said, all the fuses are protected. I mean, all the circuits are protected, so you're not gonna blow anything except for the fuse. But then your brake lights will stop working, your turn signal lights will stop working if you're gonna overload the circuit. So obviously adapter is always a good idea to have. If you want, you can actually add another fuse that comes with the kit over here, a 25 amp fuse, which is basically the same thing. See, they gave me a little kit here, whatever, the hardware kit with the fuse holder and 25 amp fuse. You can connect it here, you can splice it in, so you have double protection. If anything overloads the module, the fuse blows in the back of the vehicle, not the one that goes all the way in the front of the vehicle. Okay, so that's kind of like a long and boring video, but at least you have an idea now what to do with the trailer light recognition, trailer light adapter module, and how to hook it up to the old ML. Alright, so this is going to be all. This is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.